Carrie Underwood appeared on a popular morning talk show, expecting a standard interview about her music and upcoming tour. However, the conversation quickly took a turn when the liberal host pressed her with loaded questions about political issues. Carrie, known for her grace and composure, didn't hesitate to respond with sharp wit and undeniable logic. The audience, expecting a one-sided debate, was soon captivated as she skillfully turned the conversation in her favor. The host, trying to steer the discussion towards divisive topics, assumed Carrie would either conform to the expected narrative or struggle to respond. Instead, Carrie remained calm, flashing a confident smile as she addressed each question with intelligence and poise. She refused to be baited into controversy, choosing instead to highlight the importance of personal values and independent thinking. The tension in the room was noticeable, but Carrie never wavered. The host attempted to paint her as out of touch, suggesting that country music stars should avoid discussing certain topics. Carrie, unfazed, quickly countered by pointing out that artists of all genres express their beliefs through music. She reminded the host that true artistry isn't about following trends but about authenticity. The audience erupted in applause, clearly appreciating her bold yet respectful stance. Sensing that he was losing control of the conversation, the host tried a different approach. He suggested that celebrities have a responsibility to align with mainstream narratives to avoid controversy. Carrie, however, was quick to challenge this idea. She emphasized that people should be free to think for themselves rather than conform to expectations. Her words struck a chord, leaving the host visibly unsettled. In an attempt to regain control, the host asked Carrie a question designed to put her on the spot. He referenced a controversial statement made by another country artist and asked if she agreed. Carrie, maintaining her composure, responded with a brilliant remark. She reminded him that individuals have different opinions and that forcing people to conform only stifles meaningful conversations. The audience erupted in cheers. The host, realizing that Carrie was not easily shaken, attempted to shift the narrative. He brought up an old social media post, hoping to corner her. But Carrie was ready. She calmly explained that people grow and evolve, and reducing someone to a single statement from years ago was unfair. Her ability to turn the conversation around left the host struggling for words. As the discussion continued, the host's frustration became apparent. He interrupted Carrie multiple times, hoping to regain control. But each time she responded with even greater clarity. Her ability to stay composed while making powerful points only strengthened her argument. Viewers watching at home took to social media to praise her poise and confidence. Desperate to shift the conversation, the host attempted to discredit Carrie's success, implying that country music fans were out of touch. This remark backfired spectacularly. Carrie laughed and reminded him that country music resonates with millions because it tells real stories about real people. The audience roared in agreement, leaving the host visibly embarrassed. Despite the host's efforts to lead her into a trap, Carrie maintained her dignity and refused to be drawn into negativity. She emphasized that people should focus on unity rather than division. Her message resonated with many, proving that she wasn't just a talented singer, but also a woman of substance and wisdom. At one point, the host grew visibly agitated, realizing that his attempts to control the narrative were failing. Carrie, on the other hand, remained relaxed, effortlessly steering the conversation back to positivity. Her ability to disarm hostility with grace left everyone in awe. Social media soon exploded with praise for her handling of the situation. Seeing that he was losing the argument, the host made one last attempt to challenge her. He suggested that artists should avoid discussing topics that could alienate certain fans. Carrie's response was both firm and inspiring. She reminded him that staying true to oneself is more important than pleasing everyone. The audience applauded loudly. The exchange quickly went viral, with fans praising Carrie's ability to handle tough questions without losing her cool. Many viewers noted how rare it was to see a celebrity stand their ground without resorting to hostility. Her calm demeanor and intelligent responses won over even those who may have disagreed with her. The host, realizing he had been outmatched, awkwardly attempted to wrap up the interview. But by then the damage was done. Carrie had proven that she was not only a powerhouse in music, but also a force to be reckoned with in conversation. The clip of the interview was shared widely, with many calling it a masterclass in handling the media. Backstage, members of the production crew quietly applauded Carrie's ability to handle the tough interview with such ease. Even some of the staff who had initially sided with the host admitted they were impressed by her grace under pressure. It was clear that Carrie had won over more than just her fans that day. The host, still visibly unsettled, ended the segment with a forced smile. But as soon as the camera stopped rolling, he let out a sigh of frustration. Carrie, however, simply thanked the crew and left the stage with the same confidence she had displayed throughout the interview. She had nothing to prove. Her actions spoke louder than words. The response from viewers was overwhelming. Fans flooded social media with support, calling Carrie a role model for standing her ground without resorting to hostility. Many praised her for showing that it was possible to disagree respectfully while maintaining one's integrity. The moment became a defining one in her career. Major news outlets picked up the story, with headlines highlighting how Carrie had effortlessly shut down an aggressive interviewer. Even those who typically didn't follow country music took notice of the exchange. It was a moment that transcended genres and political beliefs, reminding people of the power of respectful dialogue. While some in the media attempted to downplay the interview, the overwhelming majority of viewers saw it for what it was, a powerful example of standing firm in one's beliefs, without being divisive. Carrie's ability to stay calm under pressure only added to her appeal, solidifying her reputation as a strong yet humble public figure. Industry insiders noted that this interview only strengthened Carrie's connection with her fans. She had always been known for her authenticity, and this moment proved that she wasn't afraid to be herself, no matter the circumstances. Her willingness to speak openly without fear of backlash earned her even greater respect. The host, meanwhile, faced criticism for his handling of the interview. Many viewers called him out for attempting to corner Carrie instead of having a genuine discussion. Some even pointed out how his frustration grew, more apparent as the conversation progressed, making it clear that he had underestimated her. Despite the backlash against the host, Carrie remained gracious. When asked about the interview later, she simply smiled and said she was happy to have shared her perspective. She made it clear that she harbored no ill will, further proving that she had won not just the debate, but also the respect of many. As days passed, the clip continued to gain traction, with millions watching and sharing it. People from all walks of life commended Carrie for her ability to remain poised under pressure. Even those who may not have agreed with her views respected the way she handled the situation. Carrie's fans celebrated the moment as a testament to her character. They admired how she stood firm without being rude, proving that strength and kindness could coexist. The interview became one of the most talked about moments of the year, further cementing her legacy beyond music. In the end, Carrie Underwood's ability to gracefully handle a challenging interview only strengthened her image. She reminded everyone that confidence, intelligence, and kindness could triumph over hostility. The moment became an inspiration for many, proving that true strength comes from staying true to oneself.